Hey there, how there, ho there. It's Jeff Code Diamond. Welcome you to another Stone Cold Hockey tournament. We're doing a 32 team tournament. Now, if you followed me last year, I did that. I did it when I had 11 season sets. The season sets being 65, 68, 71, 75, 84, 91, 94, 06, 12, 22, and 23. I did it that the top three teams in each. Well, I did mini tournaments, not like real life, but just like tournaments within the game to determine the top three teams per season, and then there'll be 33 teams, and then using like how good the 11 third place teams are, they drop to number 32. However, yeah, so there was one team out, the 94 Whalers, who took third place in the 94 tournament, were booted because of their terrible real life record. Now I have actually ended up with the new 1979 season package. So I did the 1979 tournament, and those three teams moved on. Now, of course, third place it's based on your real life stuff. Like the top two move on each time. So with the 79 third place team being the Rangers, that actually knocked out the 91 Blackhawks, the 2012 Bruins, and the 84 Flyers from the old tournament and put the 379 teams in based on seeding and randomization and all that. Here are your matchups. The one seed is the 22 Colorado Avalanche. They take on the 32 seed 23 Stars. The 94 Rangers take on the 22 Rangers, 3 versus 30, 5 versus 28. So 75 Sabres and 65 Leafs. The 726 matchup to 2012 Coyotes and the 71 Hawks. 924 is 68 Bruins against 2012 Avalanche. 1122 is 06 Flames against 22 Dallas. 71 Habs versus 06 Detroit, the 1320 match. The 1518 match is 68 Habs against 91 Kings. The 1617 matchup is the 79 Islanders versus the 84 North Stars. The 65 Habs take on the 94 Red Wings, 1419. The 1221 match is 84 Sabres versus 23 Rangers. Battle of Boston, 23 and 75 teams have to pop each other. 65 Detroit faces 06 Edmonton, 825. 627 is a pair of Ranger teams against each other, 71 versus 79. The 79 Habs take on the 75 counterparts, 429. And the 231 is 91 Pittsburgh versus 68 Minnesota. So we'll go through it. Hopefully we don't have game sevens, but we'll see. Oops. Oh, sorry. Auto finish, sorry. Auto play. Avalanche won 4-2. Big win for them. Kemper beats Ottinger. Dallas goes by Krivita and Mason Marchment. Colorado goes by Burakovsky, McKinnon, Byram, and Eric Johnson. Edwin McKinnon. They won the 22 Rangers with a shocking 5-2 win. 3 goals in the third period. Chesty beats Richter. The 94 team had goals by Subov and Amante, although that's a mistake because Amante played for Chicago at the end of the 94 season. He shouldn't be on the roster. The 22 squad, Chris Kreider, Anthony Panarin, Chris Kreider again, Mika Zibanejad, and then Patrick Nemeth with the empty netter. The 75 Sabres won 5-1 on home turf. Bromley beats Sawchuk. The only Leaf goal was by Kent Douglas. Don Luce, Kitchener, Ryan Spencer, Danny Gare, Jim Lawrence, Kitchener, and Danny Gare scoring for the Sabres. 2 former Kitchener Rangers scoring goals. 71 Hawks with a 2-0 shutout on road ice. Esposito takes down Mike Smith and Bobby Hall before he went to the WHA, scoring 2 goals. 68 Bruins won on home ice 4-1 over the 2012 Avalanche. Cheevers beats Varlamov. Colorado go by Landeskog, Kitchener. Boston goes by Fred Stanfield, Joe McKenzie, Ed Westfall, and Tommy Williams. 06 Flames with the shutout. Kiprusoff over Wedgwood. Goes by Nielsen, Langkow, Chris Simon even, McCarty, Ingula, and Phaneuf. So 6 different Flames doing that. Montreal, Detroit. 71 Habs winning 4-2. Vachon, one of the goalies, 71 Habs beat Osgood. Detroit goals by Matt Schneider and Robbie Lane, but Montreal got goals. 2 by Peter Mahovlich, 1 by Bobby Sheehan, 1 by Cornway. Beep. And finally, the 68 Habs won 4-2 first game of their series. Vachon beats Rudy. LA goes by Gretzky and Robitaille. By Montreal goes by Duff, Belleville, Gilles Tremblay, and Bobby Rousseau. Others, Minnesota. Game 1 saw Minnesota win 4-3 on the road. Bull Prairie from Waterloo. Not a Kitchen Ranger, but from Waterloo. Beat Chico Resch. The 84 team, Dennis Marouk, Brian Bellows, Kitchener. Tom McCarthy and Dino Cicerelli scored. The 79 Islanders, Mike Bossy, Danny Potvin, and Mike Bossy again. 94 Detroit won into 65 Habs and 1-2-1. Essence beats Worsley. Detroit goals by Ray Shepard, both of them by Ray Shepard. Claude Provo from Montreal. The 84 Sabres won on home ice 4-3 in game 1. Barazo beat Shishirkin. Buffalo goes by Housley, Sear, Dave Vanderchuk, and I'm missing one. Dave Vanderchuk with 2. Mika Zibanejad, Adam Fox, and Chris Kreider for the 23 Rangers. 75 Bruins beat their 23 counterparts 4-2. Big win. Gilles Chabert beats Jeremy Swaylen. The 23 squad had goals by Patrice Bergeron and Pavel Sakal, but not enough as Don Marcotte with 2 goals, Greg Shepard, and Hines. And I think that, no, Cherry didn't take over in 75. He took over in 75, 76 because Bob Gilligan, who was the coach in 74, stayed around when they made the final. 65 Red Wings with a shutout. Crozier takes down Rowley, the goalie. Ron Murphy, Alex Delvecchio, and Gary Bergman scoring for the Red Wings. The 71 Rangers beat the 79 squad 6-2. Phil Muir beats Davidson. 79 had goals by Dean Telefuse and Ron Duguay. Ranger 71 goals by Dave Ballon, Jean Rattel, Ron Stewart, Jim Nielsen, Jack Eagers, Kitchener, and Bobby Nevin. Meanwhile, the 75 Habs beat the 79 Habs 3-0. Bunny LaRock played both ice. Lafleur, Riseborough, Kitchener, and Pierre Bouchard scoring goals. And in the other game, one Pittsburgh wins 5-1. Baratzel beats Bauman. Only Minnesota goal was by Andre Boudria. Mario Lemieux, Phil Bork, Mark Recchi, Brian Trottier, and Lemieux scoring for the 91 Penguins. Game 2. The 22 Rangers win again 7-2. Shishirkin takes down Richter. 94 squad only goes by Jeff Boog, Kaboom, and Adam Graves. Ranger goes by Barclay Goudreau, Chris Kreider, Alex Lafreniere, Dryden Hunt, Chris Kreider, Anthony Panarin, and Ryan Strome. 75 Sabres are now up 2-0 in their series, 4-2. Crozier beats Zajac. Leaf goals by Pulford and Horton. Buffalo goes by Luce, Kitchener, Craig Ramsey, Rick Dudley, and Fred Stanfield. Everyone Habs win. Blackhawks won 4-2 in Game 2. Espo beats Smith. Phoenix goes by Bodker, Kitchener, and Boyd Gordon. Chicago goes by Pitt Martin, Dennis Hall, Louis Gatti, and Stan Mikita. 68 Bruins won 3-1 in Game 2 in their ones. As Andre Gill took down Varlamov. Boston goes by Pi McKenzie, Sanderson, and Espo. Colorado goal by Ryan O'Reilly. 22 Dallas wins 3-2, so they'll force at least a Game 5. Overtime heroics by Tyler Sagan from Pavelski. 71 Habs win 4-2 in their one. Fashon again, and that against Legacy. Detroit goes by Shanny and Samuelson. Montreal goes by Lapointe, LaRose, Cornwallier, and then Peter Mahovlich. Montreal 68 Habs win 6-3. Fashon beats Rudy. LA goes by McIntyre, Benning, and Robitaille. John McIntyre. Jean Beliveau, Jill Tremblay, Doug Duff, Bobby Russo, Jill Tremblay, and J.C. Tremblay scoring for Montreal. 84 North Stars win 4-3. John Casey. That can't be right. John Casey played for the 84 North Stars. Beat Smith. I know he played for the North Stars, but I think it was like 86, I thought. Beat Billy Smith. Minnesota goes by Dino Cicerelli, Brad Maxwell, and Tom McCarthy. Islander goes by Wayne Merrick, Clark Gillies, and Merrick again. 94 Red Wings up 3-1. As Osgood takes down Charlie Hodge. Detroit goes by Fedorov, Greg Johnson, and Steve Yzerman. LaPerriere from Miami. Sabres win in overtime 4-3 on a goal by Craig Ramsey beating Halak. The 23 Bruins come back to win 9-3. Swayman beats Gilbert. The 75 squad had goals by Forbes, Espo, and Terry O'Reilly. 23 squad Grzelcyk, Pasternak, Bergeron, DeBrusk, Lindholm, Saka, Pasternak, Saka. 65 Red Wings are now up 2-0. Crozier beats Rolison. Edmonton goals by Samsonov and Jason Smith. Detroit goes by Norm Ullman, Bruce McGregor, and Denver Barkley. 79 Rangers win in overtime. Mario Marawa beats Jacquemin with a goal. Saltart in the net for the 79 squad. The 79 Habs win in overtime with the 75 squad. Buddy LaRock beats Ken Dryden. Guy Lafleur was the hero, beating Dryden. So that's 1-1. Minnesota wins 7-4 to make it 1-1. Menigo beats Wendell Young. Kitchener. Pittsburgh goes by Stevens, Erie, Loney, and Mullen. Minnesota goes by Bobby Sharpwell, Ron Cullen, Bill Collins, Wayne Connolly, Harris, Connolly, Goldsworthy from Waterloo, but not Kitchener Ranger. And game 2, Dallas, Colorado. Dallas wins 6-3. Auditor beats Kemper. Colorado goes by Burakovsky, Newhook, and Makar. Dallas goes by Lindell, Jason Robertson, Pavelski, Ben, and Heiskanen. Anyway, Buffalo, Toronto game 3 sees the Leafs win in overtime. Andy Bathgate beats Jardin with a goal. The Coyotes win 3-1 on the road. Malcolm Haney takes down Espo. Phoenix goes by Boyd Gordon, Wayne Whitney, and Ryan Fervada. Bobby Hall scored for the Blackhawks. The 68 Bruins are now up 3-1 in their series, 5-1. Cheevers beat Shiger. Colorado go by O'Reilly, but Saver, Backlund Saver. By McKenzie, Orr, and Sanderson scoring for the 68 team. The Flames win game 3, 3-2. Kippersoft beats Kudobin. Calgary goes by Lombardi, Donovan, and Regier. Dallas goes by Ruby Hintz, both of them. Montreal wins in overtime. They're now 3 up. In that series, Phil Meyer in net as Pete Mahovlich is 5th of the playoffs from Frank and Terry. Beat Osgood. The 68 Habs are now up 3-0 with the overtime win. Backstrom beats Kelly Rudy. 79 Islanders win 4-3 to get back at the North Stars. Smith beats Casey. Islander goes by Bossy, Horat Bossy, and Kasiski. Minnesota goes by Maruk, McAdam, and Brent Ashton. Detroit 94 Red Wings win in overtime. They're up 3-0. Azinsa takes down Hodge. Martin Lapointe, the overtime hero. 84 Sabres are now 1 win away, 4-2. Barrasso beats Shishkin. New York goes by Kakko and Kreider, but Buffalo goes by Hamel, Lindy Ruff, Hamel, and Joe Perot. 23 Bruins up 6-2, wins 6-2. Olmark beats Gilbert. 23 Bruins head goes by Bergeron, Taylor Hall, Tyler Bertuzzi, Forbert, Brad Marchand, and Pavel Saka. 75 Bruins, Espo, and Forbes. 06 Oilers 2-1. They're back in it. Markkinen beats Crozier. Goes by Stales and Horkoff. Delvecchio for Detroit. 71 Rangers win 5-3. They're now up 2-1. Jacquemin beats Wayne Thomas. 79 team Johnstone, Farish, and Hedberg. 71 goes by Nevin, Ballin, Walkachuk, Kitchener, Stemkowski, and Ron Stewart. 75 Habs win 4-1. LaRock beats Dryden. The 79 team had goal by Rajon Holt. Montreal 75. Lafleur, Mahovlich, Lafleur, and Yvon Lambert. Didn't know he played 75. 91 Penguins now up 2-1 in their series, 5-3. Barrasso beats Menigo. Minnesota was up 3-0. Connolly, and McDonald. Pittsburgh goes by Yager, Recchi, Stevens, Yager, Lemieux. 23 Dallas wins in overtime as JB Bet beats Fred Coors at 7:07. And the 94 Rangers win 6-3. Richter beats Georgiev. 94 goes by Messier, Leach, Kovalev, Lowe, Tikkanen, and Kovalev. 22 Ranger goals by Kakko, McKay, Greg McKay, and Fatrano. Man, they were having no namer score. Anyway, Phoenix, Chicago. Anyway, any sweeps? 68 Bruins, do they sweep? No, they don't. Colorado wins in overtime. Peter Mueller at 7:07 beats Cheevers to avoid the sweep. 71 Habs, they sweep 4-2. Meyer takes down Legacy. And that one, 71 Habs, Tardif, Pimahovic, Cornway, and Johnny Ferguson with goals. 06 Red Wings, Sedberg with 2 goals. So the 13 seed moves on. 68 Habs, did they sweep? No, LA in overtime at 5:50. Luke Robitaille beats Fashion. 94 Red Wings, they sweep 3-2 over the 65 Habs. They were the 19 seed. Hodge losing to Peter Ing. Peter Ing played for the 94 Red Wings? Jeez. Detroit goals by Yzerman, Draper, and Chason. Montreal 65 goes by LaPerriere and Belleville, but they're out. So the 94 Red Wings are in. 84 Sabres, do they sweep? Yes, they do. They were the 12 seed. They win in overtime. Dave Anderchuk's fifth of the season series beats Shishirkin. Rangers tied on a goal by Philip Cheeto, but Anderchuk with the hero. What's the hero? John Tucker, I think, was a Kitchener Ranger too, right? Yeah, John Tucker was a Kitchener Ranger. Any other sweeps? Yep. Everything else is just hunky dory. Everyone Blackhawks lose to Phoenix 4-2, so that series is tied 2-2. Smith beats Desjardins. Phoenix goes by Roosevelt, Doe, Ryan Whitney, and Ekman Larson. Blackhawk goes by Papin and Bobby Hull. 22 Dallas ties their series in overtime. Stendenek at 12-24 beats Kiprasov. Minnesota loses to the Islanders 4-3, so the Islanders get back their home ice. Smith beats Beaupre. Islander goes by Nystrom, Trottier, Bossy, and Trottier. Minnesota goes by Mark Napier. Wow, Steve Peen and Keith Acton. 23 Bruins are now up 3-1 with a 4-3 win. Olmark beats Russ Brooks, Artemis Brooks. 75 Bruins were up 3-0. Marcotte, Espo, and Buzek. But Boston, third period, Bergeron with 2 goals, Trent Frederick and David Pastrnak. 65 Red Wings win. They're now up 3-1. Crozier beats Markkanen 2-1. McGregor and Ron Murphy for Detroit. Hemsky for Edmonton. The 71 Rangers couldn't do it, so the 79 Rangers have forced it at least a game 6. Zoltar beats Jackman. The 71 squad, Ballin, Hadfield, and Ballin. 79 Rangers, Maloney, Espel, Nielsen, Hedberg, Murdoch, and Hedberg again. The 75 Habs are now up 3-1 on their 79 Brethren. Bunny Laroque beats Ken Dryden. 75 had goals by Cornway and Pete Mohammed. Serge Savard and Guy Lafleur. 79 team Mondu and Lafleur, but that was not going to happen. 91 Penguins, they win 3-1. They're up 3-1. Barrasso beats Bowman. Minnesota got a goal by Goldsworthy, but Yager, Stevens, and Phil Bork scoring for Pittsburgh. Dallas, 23 Dallas, they lose 4-2. Kemper beats Wedgwood, so that's 2-2. Colorado goes by Helm, Landeskog, Kitchener, Obe Kubel, and Eric Johnson. Dallas goes by Pavelski and Jason Robertson. The 94 Rangers tie their series 3-0. Richter shuts out Shishorkin, Subov, Graves, and Noodles Noonan. Find the goals. And 75 Sabres are now up 3-1 thanks to an overtime win over the 65 Leafs. Gilles Perreault at 13-17 beats Johnny Bauer. So let's go 68 Bruins. Do they sweep within 5? Yes, they do. They beat the 2012 Avalanche 4-1. Cheevers beats Varlamov. Jones scored for Colorado, but goals by Buzek, Espel, Stanfield, and Gary Doak. That's it. And the 9 seed beats the 24 seed. 68 Habs win. So the 15 beats the 18 3-0 shutout. Fashion Rudy, Backstrom, Ferguson, and Bellybo scoring. The 23 Bruins do not win their series. They lose 6-5, so they got to go to game 6. Brooks beats Olmark. The 23 squad had goals by Frederick, Marchand, Hathaway, and Frederick again. Oh, yeah, and Pasternak. The 75 Bruins. Schmaltz, Hodge, Dallas Smith, Graham, Ron Graham, Terry O'Reilly, and Hank Nowak. Man, lots of players with their first goals of the playoffs. 65 Red Wings. They win on home turf. 8 beats 25, 4-1. Crozier beats Rollison. Goals by Joyo, Guggen, Delfacchio, Murphy. Edmonton goal by Todd Harvey. 75 Habs. They win. They were the 29th seed. The 79 Habs were ranked number 4 because they won the Stanley Cup and they won the 79 tournament, but they lose to the 75 squad. Overtime heroics. Dryden beats Laroque. The winner was Yvonne Cornway being the hero. 3-2. So the 79 squad loses in 5 games. 91 Pittsburgh. They win 5-0. The 2 beats the 31. Shut out by Barrasso over Manico. Young, Stevens, Francis, Erie, and Recchi. All are your heroes. 75 Sabres. They win 5 beats 28 by a score of 4-2. Bromley beats Bauer. Buffalo goes by Dudley, Ramsey, Garrett, and Rene Robert. Toronto goes by Shaq and Keon was not enough. Phoenix, Chicago. Phoenix on home turf wins 2-1. Smith beat Espo, Doan, and Fabata with Chico Mackey. Chico time for Chicago. 22 Dallas wins 3-1 on the road. Wedgwood beats Kiprasov. Iginla scored his second. Guryav Sagan and Ben scoring. '79 others win on home turf 4-1. Chico beats Malash. 81 for Team Mac Adams scoring, but Bossy, Bourne, Nystrom, and Gillies have scored for the '79 squad. '71 Rangers win on home turf. Jacqueline beats Thomas. Nielsen, Ballon, and McGregor scoring the goals. Colorado overtime heroics over Ottinger. Mikko Rantanen has third being Ottinger, and the '94 Rangers on home turf win 3-2. Healy beats Shishkin. '22 Rangers had goals by Sabetta and Kreider, but Greg Gilbert, Keegan, and Adam Graves scoring for the '94 Rangers. Game sixes, Dallas, they win the series. 22 beats 11. Brian scored 1-0. Wedgwood beats Boucher. Brian Boucher played for them. Ruben Hint scoring. So the 06 Flames are out. Then the '79 others, the 16 beats the 17 North Star 6-2. Breach beats Meloche. Minnesota goes by Payne and Broaden, but other goes by Bob Bourne. Brian Trottier, Dennis Potvin, Mike Bossy, Jerry Horvat, and Clark Gillies. 23 Bruins, the 10 beats the 23. 63 Omar beats Gilbert. 75 goals by Espo, Orr, and Catchman. 23 goals by Forbert, Saka, Coyle, Pasternak, Nozak. 71 Rangers, 79 Rangers, 71 for 79. They go to game 7, 4-2. Wayne Thomas does his job. 71 squad, Ballin and terrible Ted Irvin. The Ranger goes by McEwen, Murdoch, Hickey, and Garash. Do the job. 22 Avalanche, the 1 seed wins their thing 3-1. Frank Corse beats Ottinger. Rantanen, and Devin Tays. Jamie Benn scoring for the 23 Stars. 22 Rangers have forced a game 7, 4-2. Shasty beats Richter. The 94 squad got goals by Subov and Tikkanen, but not before Panarin, Lafreniere, Kreider scoring for the 22 squad. And the 71 Hawks force a game 7. Desjardins beats La Barbara. Phoenix goes by Verbata, but Maloney, Papin, Bobby Hall, and Dennis Hall scoring for 71 squad. So we have some game 7s. First game 7, the Battle of New York. Sees the 94 Rangers win on home turf 5-1. Healy beats Sharkin. Kreider scoring for the 22 squad, but Larmer, Leach, Amante, and Bukaboom all scoring for the 94 squad. The 3 beats the 30. The 2012 Coyotes win on home turf. Smith beats Espo. Phoenix goes by Verbata, Doan, Korpikoski, and Kesla. Chicago goes by Encadi and Papan. So the 7 beats the 26. One more game 7, I think, right? 71 Rangers, the 6 seed beats the 27 seed. 79 Rangers, 2-1. Jackman beats Davidson. Espel scored for the 79 team, but Nielsen and Malkachuk. Kitchener has done it. I think that's it, right? That should be it. Yes, it is. All right. So the final 16 has been set, and we should have some fun. Anyway, I'm Jeff. I'm gonna do